everybody. I'm Mohan Prasad Gautam, originally from Matsapusset Rural Municipality, 6th Ithal, Kashmir, Nepal. Right? Today, I'm gonna teach you class 12 English, compulsory English. Okay, short story. Okay, about love, written by Anton Chekov, a 20th century short story writer or dramatist. Got it? Well, my dear student, my aim is to make you understand this short story about law, right? You are very near to your examination, your board examination. So at least I want to make you understand the summary of this story about law, right? So I request you all, my dear student, to pay ample attention towards this lesson. Got it? Yes, now let's get started, right? About Love is a beautiful short story written by Anton Chekov, right? He is a Russian short story writer as well as a popular dramatist, right? So here, what is given inside this short story? Very first, you have to understand. Then only you will be able to write answer in your examination. Got it? So look at here. Be familiar with the topic very fast about love. Obviously, this lesson, this topic is related to the love. All right. Here, short story writer, okay, Anton Chekhov actually just gives the definition of love, right, from his perspective, right. So here you can see here in the bracket, defining love. That is to say, okay, the source of tension, right? The love is the source of tension for the people, right? So many people think that love is the source of happiness. Actually, this is not true in the perspective of Anton Chekhov. Got it? He defines love as the source of tension. People will have tension and the mental torture due to the many activities, due to the love affair, okay, between the couple, right, between the boy and girl. Got it? Okay, so here is given in the bracket defining love, okay, that is to say the source of tension, right? So now, my dear student, look at here on the screen, okay, then you will be looking here the major characters, okay, the major characters and their relationship each other to define a love. Got it? Okay, now here we go. Major characters. Look at here on the screen. Number one, Elohim is a narrator. Okay, Elohim is a narrator, even the protagonist, right, who leads the entire story, right? Elohim, never forget. Elohim tells the story. Okay, he creates a situation, he creates the plot. Okay, then he just talk about the law, right? So narrator is who is a narrator? Narrator is, okay, Elohim, right? Look at here. Ivan and Burkin, okay, even you can see here in the bracket, guest of Alwyn, right? Ivan and Burkin, they go to the house of, let's say, Alwyn, right? So they are the guest in Alwyn's home, right? Ivan and Burkin, never forget, Alwyn is a narrator and Ivan and Burkin are the guest in Alwyn's home. Got it? Okay, now look at the number three. Here you see on the screen Nicanor and Pelagia, right? Nicanor and Pelagia, see here on the screen, servant. They are the servant of Elaine's home, right? They're servant, they're helper in his home, right? Nicanor and Pelagia, right? Both are servant, right? And here, very first, Aloysius talk about Nicanor and Pelagia and their love affair. So by talking about their love affair, he starts talk about later on his own love affair, right? While he was in Moscow in the time of, okay, let's say in his college, right? Right now, look at here. Number four, Luganovich, right? Luganovich, never forget. Luganovich is a friend of Alwyn, okay? The best friend of Alwyn, right? And here you see number five, Anna Alexeyevna, right? Anna Alexeyevna is a wife of Luganovich, right? So both of them live, okay? So the spouse live in a city, right? And here you see, okay, types of love. Okay, this lesson, or let's say this story about love, okay, tells about the type of loves, right? There are different types of the love in the world, right? So here, through this short story, Anton Chekov tries to tell us the different types of the love, right? So here you can see on the screen, okay, number one, okay, what is given here, number one, look at here. Yes, this is physical love, right? The short story, okay, talks about the physical love, okay, the love of fear having between, let's say, Nicanor and Pelagia, okay, is a physical love, okay, is a physical love, in a sense that both of them love each other, right? Not for not for that the marital relationship, right? Only for the enjoyment, right? They want to, okay, actually here Pelagia wants to okay, enjoy the life, right? She doesn't want to marry to Nicanor, but want to be together, want to be, okay, spending life, okay, in a relaxed way, okay. Whereas Nicanor actually wants to marry to Pelagia, okay, but Pelagia doesn't want to marry to Nicanor, okay. So this type of love is physical love, okay. They want to enjoy physically, right? Okay, now number two, you see materialistic love, right? Or material love, materialistic love, or even you can say money love. Okay, here the love affair having between, okay, between a girl, okay, and Alwyn when he was a student in a university in Moscow. So this type of love was materialistic love or money love, right? So actually, a girl when he was in a university, so actually she wants to have money. Every time she talks about money, every time she talks about the fashion, talk about the many gadgets, right? So this love, okay, was unsuccessful due to that selfish love, right? We can say this is what selfish love or even money love, got it. And you see here number three, spiritual love or true love, yeah, the love affair having between Alwyn and Anna Alexeyevna, right? Alwyn and Anna Elizavina. So this type of love is called spiritual love or the true love. Okay, there was no any, okay, let's say selfish motive, right? Both of them love each other. Okay, this is the pure love, right? Okay, this is the hidden, very deep love. Okay, okay, between Alwyn and, let's say, next one, okay, Anna Alexavina, right? So, my dear student, so you have to understand, okay, the different types of the love given in this short story, right? So, very first, I just talk about the major characters, their relationship one to another, right? And after then just I talks about the different types of love given in this short story: physical love, materialistic love, or money love, okay, and even selfish love. And then here number three, spiritual love or true love. So different types of loves, okay, or the nature of the loves are mentioned throughout this short story about love. Got it? Okay, my dear student, now we are going to, okay, make summary of this case about love, okay. Because of that you will be able to understand and you will be able to give answer in your examination as well. Got it? Well, my dear student, now after knowing their relationship each other, now, okay, we have to be able to make a summary of this short story about love, right? Okay, so my dear students, very first, what happens? You have to understand. Okay, You have to understand what happened very fast, right? You must know it very fast. So Alwyn is a narrator we already discussed, right? Who received two guests, okay? Ivan and Burkin, right? Ivan and Burkin. Two guests are in Alwyn's home, right? So in that time, Alwyn talks about Nicanor and Pelagia. Okay, actually, here Alwyn wants to talk about love affair, about himself. Okay, but it is difficult to talk about himself, so he very first talks about the love affair between Nicanor and Pelagia. Got it? So actually, Nicanor and Pelagia are the servant of Alwyn's home, right? So they are having love affair, right? So Nicanor is not much more handsome, right? Not much more attractive. However, he loves with Pelagia. Okay, she is really a beautiful girl, right? So here, actually, they are having love affair. Okay, Nicanor wants to marry to Pelagia, right? Nicanor wants to marry to Pelagia, but Pelagia doesn't want to marry to Nicanor, right? So here, actually, Nicanor is, let's say, aggressive type of the boy. Aggressive. He drinks a lot and then beats Pelagia, right? Even though Pelagia loves him very much, right? So here, uh, Pelagia never wants to marry to Nicanor. Okay, so this type of love affair is okay. It's called physical love. Okay, so that so they don't. Okay, actually here Pelagia wants to turn this love into marriage, right? So this is physical love. She only wants to enjoy, okay, enjoy the okay the time, enjoy the life, okay, without getting married. Got it? Okay, so then after, okay, so all feels okay, all the characters here, Ivan, Burkin, and Alois, they all feel very surprising to see the love affair between Nicanor and Pelagia, right? Then after, here Alvin talks about his own love story, right? When he was in university, right, in Moscow, right? At the time, Alvin falls in love with a beautiful girl. Okay, the girl was selfish actually. Okay, so every time she talks about money, every time she demands money and material and many gadgets from Alwyn. So this love affair also became unsuccessful, right? So it was materialistic love, or let's say the okay, or even money love, or even we can say selfish love, right? So then after, let's say Alwyn came back to his country, and then just started doing job of his parents, okay, called okay agricultural work, okay. Then he feels very bored to do such type of work in his okay countryside, and then he thought okay to change his profession. Son, then after he starts goes to city area to be upgraded, okay, to have more knowledge, okay, to change his profession, right? So that okay, Alvin goes to city and he tries to make relationship with the higher society's people, right? Among them, Lugano Vince, Lugano Vince is one of the best friends, okay, in this city, right? So he made best friend, okay, a best friend, Lugano Vince, in this city after he was elected as an honorary justice for the peace, right? He was elected as he was elected as an honorary justice of the peace. right? He got a job over there, right? And then he makes the best friend, okay, with Luganovins, right? Once Luganovins invited Alwyn to have a dinner, right? And he got an opportunity to see his wife, okay, Anna Alexeyevna, right? A wife of Luganovins. She was really, really very beautiful to whom? To Alwyn. Alwyn loves her very much. Very first time, one-sided love, affair. Then after, both of them love each other, right? So frequently, Alwyn goes to Loganovin's home. He also became one of the member, like one of the member of Loganovin's family, right? And slowly and gradually, okay, slowly and gradually, okay, there comes the love affair between, let's say, okay, between Alwyn and Anna Alexeyevna, right? But there is the problem, okay? They can't express their love, okay, in the society. They can't expose their love in the society due to the social barrier, cultural barrier. Okay, in that contemporary time as well, the society can't digest, can't accept such type of love. Okay, so having love affair with a married woman, it was okay. Even this time as well, this is an unusual, okay, let's say, practice. Okay, so both of them, okay, do not expose their love of fear in the society. Okay, secretly they maintain the love each other for a long time. One day, okay, Loganovins had to shift to Western province, right? So as he posted in that area, right? So, and Anna Alexeyevna also had a problem of, let's say, related to the brain or mental problems she had, and she had to go to, okay, Crimea for treatment, right? For treatment. So she was suffering from frustration, depression, right? Due to that hidden love affair between Alwyn and Anna Alexeyevna, a wife of Luganovich, right? So that, okay, so she had to go to Crimea for her treatment, right? So everybody comes to her, okay, to the train station, right, to the train station to bid farewell to Anna Alexeyevna. At the time, at the time, let's say Alwyn also goes there and then bid farewell to farewell to Anna Alexeyevna, right? So at the last time, at that time, both of them confess their love. They kiss each other, embrace each other, right? And even cried, okay, to explore their hidden love, their secret love, the true love each other, right? And let's say Alwyn was crying a lot until and unless he reached, okay, his home, right? So this was the last time they met each other, they kissed each other, they confessed their love, right? Okay, and embraced each other, right? So this story, okay, talks about the different types of the love, right? Different types of the love, right? So as we discussed already, okay, what type of love? Okay, physical love, right? And then materialistic love or even money love, and then spiritual love or even true love. So these, okay, three types of loves can be, okay, found in this short story called About Love. Okay, so my dear students, now, okay, you have to be able to write the summary of this, okay, short story about love in your own words, right? So here, for your easiness, just I'm just making, okay, some point for you, right? So I request you all, my dear students, to go through this point written here on the screen, right? I'll be reading it, okay? And then you are supposed to learn, okay, even by heart also, right? Because you have to be able to write answer in exam. If you know the summary, you will be able to write answer, right? So that, okay, now look at here on the screen, okay? Look at here on the screen very fast, okay? And understand as well. So this story about love is written by Anton Chekov, one of the influential 20th century dramatists and solid story writer. In this story, he presents different types of love like physical love, materialistic love, or money love, and spiritual or true love, right? And look here, next point here, okay? That is the next point. This story begins with the love affair between Nicanor, a cook, and a beautiful girl, Pelagia, is told by Alwyn. Already we have discussed, okay, about their relationship. Okay, the next point. Nicanor is not a handsome and also has got a violent temper, but Pelagia still loves him, which Alwyn finds surprising. All right. The next one here. Okay, please keep on reading this one yourself very fast. Okay, look at here. Yes, Elwin. Okay, Elwin then start to tell, okay, his own love story very fast. When he was a student in university, he fell in love with a college girl who always ran after Elwin's money. Then he left her. Later on, he fell in love with a beautiful woman in town. He lives in a country called Sofino, and does farming. Although he is well-educated man, doing farming for a long time makes him boring and changes his profession. He is elected as an honorary justice of peace. Meantime, he makes a close friend called Luganovins. Once Luganovins invites Alwyn to have dinner where he meets Anna Alexibina, wife of Luganovins. Right? Alwyn falls in love with Anna, though she has a husband called Loganovic, and they spend their time together, but they can't express their love due to social and cultural barriers. Right? And moving to the next slide here, we see, look at the point here. The seed of love grew day by day and passed many years with the burden of secrecy in their heart. Anna lived caring her own husband and her own children. Anna became sick and Luganovins got an appointment for the Western Province. Right? With the next point here, Anna was advised to go to Crimea for her treatment. Already we discussed she was suffering from frustration, right? Due to that hidden love, due to that many other mental tension. Okay, as we already discussed that love is the source of tension, not happiness. Got it? Okay, so that she was advised to go to Crimea for her treatment, right? And look at here, on the way to Crimea, on the train, both confess their love, they embrace, kiss, they wept, and separated forever. Since that time, they were separated for forever, right? And look at here, okay? So analysis part, okay? How can we analysis? Okay, look at here. Anna Elohim is a central character who more reflects common people more than any classical hero. He is not a successful man, neither has he got his beloved at last. Okay, he became unsuccessful in his love affair, right? And look at the next one here. Elohim comes to the conclusion that if someone is in love in the real sense, he doesn't worry about he or she doesn't worry about the other matters. For him, love is not bounded by marital relations, wealth, anger, physical appearances, etc. Right? Look at here the next point. Pelagia has a Western concept of love because she doesn't want to marry Nicanor, right? And look at the next here, love is wonderful because it doesn't care any trouble, right? Next point, love can grow secretly without verbal communication, right? The next point here, love sickness can create other mental and physical, okay, defect, right? And look at the next, okay? So my dear student, you might have understood the video, you might have understood the lesson, okay? that I told you recently. So thanks for watching this video. See you in next video. Bye bye. Have a wonderful time ahead.